Hello everyone and welcome to a Gran Turismo Sport Hot Lap. This is a hot lap for round 4 of our Gr.4 Season 2 of Aero Racing on GT Sport. This is at Willow Springs, Big Willow, one of the shorter tracks on the calendar, only around a 1 minute 16, 1 minute 15 lap time in time trial, probably about a 1:16 to 17 pole. The lap time here is a bit rusty because it was the first time I'd driven on this game since been away for a week on holiday, so apologies that some of the apexes aren't quite ideal. But you know, breaking points and lines into the corner are the main thing, and I'll let you guys know when I make a mistake and how you can improve on it. Personally, for me, I would say around a 15.5 is definitely possible. The Porsche is the car that we're using in this video, the best car around this track. Other strong cars at this track, probably the Renault Megane is pretty strong here. Maybe the BMW M4 as well. We'll have to wait and see for that one. I haven't driven it myself, but when you look at the statistics of the car and the way that it handles at other circuits, it might be quite well here. So let's get into the lap. Coming around the final corner, you want to make sure you maximize your exit coming onto your lap. It's a very, very easy corner to get wrong, that final corner, and we'll get to it at the end of the lap, obviously, and talk through how to do it. So coming up to turn 1, you want to be right over this right hand side and you want to brake as you get sort of around 75 meters away. There's this little patch of grass that I use to brake. You want to shift down 2 gears to 3rd or in 4th in some cars. The Porsche Cayman does have a low gear ratio, and you want to make sure to hit this apex on the inside. I do go a bit slower than I can do, and you want to use auto track on the exit, which I didn't do there, and you can probably gain 2 or 3 tenths there. For this corner here, you don't want to brake at all. You just want to use the throttle to balance the car around the corner, and you want to get back on full throttle once this mast is sort of in line with the 16 timing screen in the middle of your screen. You can use one of the peaks as well as the mountains if that's easier for you, but the mast is just what I use because it's right there in the middle of the screen. Here I use the 50-meter board. It is a bit obscured by the ghost ahead, but yeah, 50-meter board is pretty much perfect. And personally, I go with a wide line in on the entry here, but most people do use a narrow entry, and it's probably quicker for most people. But the wide entry just suits my driving style more because I feel like it opens up this corner here a bit easier, where you just lift off as you get to this Willow Springs writing on the advertising board on the right hand side. Sort of as that goes off your screen, just lift off completely and then use the throttle to balance your car around. In the race, you will need to brake there. But in time trial you don't need to. For this corner here, I like to use the dirt a little bit just to help me see my braking point, which is the end of this curb here. And then just throw it into this corner and go as wide as you need, because you just want to maximize your exit all the way down here. Stick to the right hand side and then to the left over here on this next bit. This next corner is flat out in pretty much every car. I think it's every car flat out, and also at the start of the race as well it will be flat. You might have to lift off a little bit as your car gets a bit low on fuel, but coming up now to the trickiest corner, you want to brake, depending on how much balls you have, somewhere between 100 and 150 meter board. Obviously in qualifying you want to be going as close to that 100, maybe about 110 if you can. But in the race, I would recommend braking around 140, 130, just to make sure you can get through and survive this final corner, because if you do go wide, you will lose minutes of time. Coming across the line now for a 1:16.100, and that is a lap of Willow Springs. You see the post-lap replay view now, so you can look at the car and the lap in 3rd person if you want to get a better look at some of the lines that I take, and also the throttle and brake endpoints for a second time. But yeah, thank you for watching. We'll be live Saturday at 8:30 PM for race 1 and race 2, sprint race, feature race for Aero Racing Gran Turismo Sport Season 2. See you then. Bye bye.